What's up? It's Rep, back at it with another video. This video is post-lottery. I've looked into people we can draft and who we should draft. Before I get into that, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. My video yesterday, my draft reaction video, you guys blew that out of the water. It got a lot of views. I got a lot of subscribers yesterday. Keep the love coming. I want to thank you guys for the support. Keeps me motivated to do this. But first, each week I'm going to do a player spotlight up to the lottery of I'll probably do it for about a month, probably 4 or 5 weeks, where I'm going to pick a player each week and I'm going to do why the Hawks should draft them, or the reasoning that goes into why you would draft them. There are players that I like better than others. I'm going to have a mock draft come out. I'm going to have a video closer to the draft about who I actually want us to draft when I do more research. I'm going on a podcast in a couple days, I think, and I'm going to do film breakdown on all these guys. I've done a little bit now. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm an expert on these guys. But I'm going to go over the first guy I would like the Hawks to draft. This is my personal opinion, my favorite guy, and it's Deni Avdija. I think I said it right. He's from Tel Aviv, Israel. Played in the same league as Luka Doncic. He won the MVP in his league, I think, last year. He's 19 years old. He's 6'10", point forward. I have watched a little bit of his tape, and he looks really good. And I think he will be one of the more ready day one players who will be ready. Because if you think about these college guys, they're not going to have summer camps or preseason. So they're not going to know what pro basketball is. And that's where I think his experience comes in. He's been playing against grown men for probably the last 4 years in Israel, because they play professionally at about age 16. That's what Luka did. And I'll say he probably did about the same if he's this high of a prospect. So I bet he's been playing pro ball for like 4 years. So I think he'll come in and be ready. And he won't have the spotlight of a DeAndre Hunter, a Trae Young, a Cam Reddish, because he'll come off the bench. Give him time to develop, because this draft isn't very heavy, but I think he could be a sleeper pick that is better than possibly Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball. James Wiseman, I'm not high on him. His shooting's not there so far, what I've seen. For an NBA where you need shooting big men, you see people like Dwight Howard got pushed out. He's kind of coming back in now, but you see your more Joel Embiid's, Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Kevin Love's, Blake Griffin. Well, not Blake. Blake Griffin's got his shot going. He is somebody who developed out of the big man game. So I don't think James Wiseman is a good move. But I'm going to get into him. So he's a 6'10" small forward / power forward, which is good. We need depth at the 4. And I think we'll move Cam to the 2. But watching his film, I'll try to put some up on the side, some of his highlights. He is a great finisher. That's what I've gotten from it. He's built kind of like Giannis in my eyes. You know Giannis, when he takes 2 steps and you're like, oh, he's going to lay it up and then he dunks it somehow? That's what I got from his tape. It looked like, oh, he's just going to lay it up and then he dunks it. He was behind the backboard on one and he dunked it somehow. And that's the type of player I think we'll see, because he drove a lot in the film I watched. He would drive, post people up, do post moves, or just go into them and finish with contact, and he was finishing at a high rate against grown men. He seems very athletic. With what I saw, he looks graceful dunking. He looks like it's not hard. It looks like he does it with little effort, which you like to see. Also, his passing. Europe, they pass the ball so much. If you want to watch good basketball, I saw somebody say the other day, watch European basketball. And when I watched his tape, he was making some crazy passes to get teammates open, off the cuts, finding them in the corner off the drive, behind the back, through the legs, tight passes, crazy passes that you don't see much in college basketball, because his vision's so good. And I think that's what we need. We need players who are bigger, who can handle the ball and find open people with our 5-out type shooting offense. that we have. And also, I saw that in the highlight clips first, and I wasn't sure about his shooting. I didn't know if his shooting was good or not, but his jumper's really smooth. It's a lot smoother than Anthony Edwards. It's a lot smoother than James Wiseman. It's a lot better than Isaac Okoro. What I've looked at, LaMelo Ball is the only person with a jumper in like the top 5 to 6 range that I like better. That's what I've done my research on. His jumper was consistent, it had nice form, and it seemed smooth. Anthony Edwards at Georgia shot like 20% from 3. He needs to develop more. He would go terrible some nights and look like an MVP the next night. But Deni looked like his jumper was smooth, high arc. He was shooting over people because he's so tall, more of a Kevin Durant built shooting body frame, and that's what we need. Trae Young needs more. We need more shooters, of course, but we need more bigger guys who can play defense. His defense was also outstanding. I saw a bunch of clips of him glassing people, sending it into like the third row of the stands, getting steals, going to fast break dunks. He looks like he can do it all, and he's 6'10" and lengthy, so he can get reaches, and he'll get those blocks that somebody like Kevin Huerter won't get to because he's a 6'5" type guy. I think he is the pick we need. I don't know if he'll fall to 6. I feel like he'll be at 4, but this is who I would like for us to get. If we traded up, I wouldn't be mad. If we traded our 4th pick, and maybe that Thunder pick for him, I would be happy with that. I think he's kind of worth it. Because that pick, you don't know how the Thunder will be. They look like they're going to be good, but that is the future. Maybe they're not good. So maybe we want to keep that, but they have so much young talent and like picks that they'll be good again. But I think he is the player we need. We don't see, the Hawks usually don't draft foreign players. And then when they do, they draft Luka, they trade him. I'm fine with that. That was a win-win. They got Paul Gasol, traded him. That's what you see. I would like for us to draft him. I don't know if we will. I don't know if he fits the culture or whatever with Trae and Cam and DeAndre. This more youth, kind of American. They know each other. They know the young guys because they played against them in college or in high school. But I hope we take this overseas route. He brings more veteranship to a young team, helps us win now, which is what Travis Schlenk said he wanted to do, was win now, put us in the best situation going forward. That's why I believe he is who we should draft. And I hope that's who we draft because all in all, out of him, Okoro, Obi Toppin, Halbert, his game looks the best in my opinion. It's so smooth because he's been playing at a high level of basketball for so long. A bunch of these other guys, they played 1 year of high school 2 years ago against a bunch of guys like me. And I'm not going to be able to stop them. And then last year they played college ball, and they might have played 5 ranked teams the whole year, but that's it. They didn't get March Madness, so they didn't play great competition. They might have played 3 or 4, like a Kansas, a Duke, and then that's it. So this is my video, my first video on why the Atlanta Hawks should draft Deni Avdija. I hope we do. Let me know what you think. A lot of people don't like this because he's foreign. I think it's something new, and I think the Hawks should look into. I think he is the most ready player outside of LaMelo Ball in this draft because of professional experience. If you're new, please leave a like and subscribe. Till next time, peace.